right, we are back. Nice, just one live, okay. And down my link real quick. Luton just scored to go up on Arsenal. For those that don't know, I am not an Arsenal fan. Go Liverpool. Sorry if that's your team. All right, so let me get torch loaded and then we should be good to go. Cool. Here we go. All right, let me get back in the game. So we left off yesterday with a bunch of this business. And I'm noticing now that it's not people leaving due to an issue with the place. It's just people leaving, essentially. Either for, I guess, work or other reasons. So I'm gonna, instead of rebuilding these buildings, I've been, it doesn't look that way, but I have been taking down the section, I guess, they were built. So that they don't just automatically come back and the demand rises. That was one thing I noticed in our listing here, that there's unoccupied buildings, which are the one, like this is unoccupied now, but I don't want them just to rebuild over here. I'd like to at least start getting our new area over there built up. So I'd rather, if there's demand, direct it to our new area, and then if we come back over here and kind of redo this at an eventual point, maybe if we keep going on this. So that's what I've been doing. There's a lot more than we just saw. I probably did about 10, 15 houses at least. Looks like we got another one over here. Did Arsenal just score? Gosh dang it.
You're listening to Second Moon
They came right
Radio
back.
with J. Thomas Hornbuckle.
So this
And
guy's
we're playing
unhappy,
some of the finest
abandoned,
classical
but
music on the air.
there's
Keep
no
that dial
reason for that
right
to have been
here.
abandoned.
We're
So
live,
we just
and we're getting reports about a traffic
build there for
accident
now. We
somewhere
got another one, looks like right
in the city.
here.
Road maintenance services have
And
already
then
been
we'll
dispatched, and
undo
traffic
this
flow should
one,
return to normal.
bulldoze
But if you're planning a
it.
quick trip out, you might want
do
to
is
wait a
put
little while
business
until everything
there,
clears
put
up.
business
If you're
here.
in it, you
I just want to
already
make
know
sure
about
that
it.
there's
No use
demand, and there's
reminding
plenty of
you.
demand for business. What
Meanwhile,
I do
expect
worry about
delays
is we
and
put a
drive
business
safe.
here. Are these guys going to
We've
complain
recently
about
been having what
noise
some are calling the worst
or that
kind of
sort
luck
of thing?
there is. That's right. Today we are talking about the increased likelihood
Let's try.
that
Just
you'll
see what happens there and
die.
see if something blows
That's
there.
not exactly what an increased death rate measures.
Either way, if everybody is dying, that gives me the creeps.
That's a wild overstatement. Are you trying to make people panic?
Pam, did you say panic?
Increased
She said panic. The
death
death rate is
rate.
skyrocketing. We've got to get out of here.
You go, I'll stay and clear up the mess. We'll be back after this.
Sorry, the radio. I'm not sure if you guys hear that, but talking about an increased death rate in the city. All right, so now Luton, Arsenal are 3-3. You're gonna get updates on that regardless if you want to or not. Let's look at crematoriums because we don't Enough of them, apparently. Looks like the capacity is in the red on crematorium. So it looks like we could probably put one down here. Maybe we do like there, and then do some upgrades to it. This is going to be a little hard. Oh, there we go. There's that. And let's look and do maybe a few more of those. We got one there. We got one. Looks like we have a crematorium. No, it's a cemetery. Oh, whole thing. There's a crematorium. I'm going to put another one on this side too. Here. Crematorium. We'll do. Maybe put it somewhere in here, maybe. That goes there. We'll put one on maybe. I want to go. Oh yeah, nice. There, and I'll upgrade it to gold. Cool. And what does that look like now overall? Getting there, but not quite there. We need more, it says. It's crazy. We do have a lot of death. It doesn't look like there's one out here. So why don't we handle that? We can actually put both out here. So why don't we do a crematorium right here, let's say, and then we'll put a cemetery. We make another road here for that, so we'll wait to finish this guy off. Let's see. So we'll upgrade and take the two behind. This is the hearse edition, and this is the second incinerator to get the death and dismemberment on par. And then we will drag you, just make you a nice connection. And then we can put the cemetery here. Let's see what it fits, what it looks like. So here, cemetery. Oh, we were just off. Just off. We could fit in the middle here, which is fine. Issue would be the additional buildings. So let's maybe try here. Additional buildings might have problems. Let's do like right there. And then there's all these additional buildings we can do. You come on this side. Do it from this angle. Off the main drag. Yeah, let's do that. And we've got a whatever this thing is. How do you pronounce that? Columbrarium? I've never even heard of that before. And then a mausoleum, which probably most of us have heard of that. There we go. One thing I noticed we don't have down here are parking lots at all. So let's do at least a parking lot. Let's see what that does. I don't know that it'll get used all that much, but it'd be nice to have for that surrounding area. Got a couple of businesses here. We could probably expand that ever so slight. Why don't we build a few more this way? And then I really don't want the traffic here, so that's why I'm not putting them on that side over there. And we can probably fill in these roads and put a little bit more housing specifically in this section here. And I like keeping that little tree row, if you will. So I'm just gonna mirror what we have. Exactly what we have. All the way through to there. We'll just keep that going. We can make this a tree area. I mean, we could just keep doing business in this area, actually. Businesses, in high demand. So we'll do a little bit there. Maybe a little bit of low density. That. Trying to give these guys some jobs. Obviously, they've got a little bit right here. So we can probably put one more in right there. Cool. Alright. Now, what does our crematorium look like now? We're getting there. We're not in the green. We're certainly getting there. One area I've noticed we don't have much in is this kind of area over here. So let's just throw in one more over here. Crematorium. Might have to bulldoze a house. Unless we go to this outside. Probably do that. I do fear if we ever upgrade that highway. What about... I'm gonna go here. I know it overlapped a few things. Let's see what that allows me to build. If I can fit in... No, that's not good. So I can't fit in what I need, unfortunately. So we'll move that to... Looks like we got one right there, actually. It's not far away. We got one right there, not far away. So I have them spread out pretty well. And then we got one right there. There's not one... Yeah, there is. There's one right there. Right there. See how I'm building them kind of the same shape? Where I see the two little first things in the back. I'm kind of trying to keep it in a normal fashion. What we could do maybe is this street right here. Put one in. And maybe we can make the... No, we don't have enough room there either. So we're going to have to kill Rose Street and move it to the left slightly. So actually we can move it this way even if we wanted. So let's do this. We can move it ever so slight that way. And then now I can take these guys and put them here and here. And we upgrade that. Cold storage. So there we go. For death and dismemberment, we have now achieved orange status. Good gosh, that is all. It's not making a bunch of progress with that, that's for sure. Looks like we have one crematorium here. It is almost fully upgraded. That will bulldoze some houses to accommodate that if I did it. So we've got this one here. There's not one kind of in this section here. So we could put one maybe like right here. Let's look and see. We can always go back and bulldoze these two. It's not like we have them forever. So we can do maybe there. Come back in, do two. Those, extra burner, and cold storage. What does that give us total now? Well, you're still in the orange, but I just barely put it down. Let's see. It's like this area over here is kind of light on having one. There's one there, but the highway's in between it. We have one there, we have one there. of shocked that that's not enough, honestly. It's kind of like the schools, where no matter how many I put down, I feel like I need more. We do have one right there, literally. All right, I'm gonna stop there. I think we're in orange. I might look back at that, but for now, that's pretty decent coverage. I mean, there's like this area here I could throw one down, but what is our monthly? We're at 16 million. I keep lowering our taxes, so we're getting kind of hit from that. Service trade is at 1.7. I did put this down, and I am now at full employment. Okay, that's good at least. I think that subway kind of helps get these areas to center airplanes. Okay, we do have a couple these guys that didn't like being in business. Okay. So yesterday, some of the things I mentioned we do today would be to add to, I should say, this area here. So let's go ahead and add a few more homes, if you will. So this one was 112. Want to be 90 degrees.
You're listening to Second Moon Radio with J. Thomas Hornbuckle, and we're pervading some of the finest classical music on the air.
So
Keep that dial right here.
At least one more. 112.
Our story this hour, Kim is on scene outside an abandoned building.
That's right, Jim. This decaying shell is a symbol of the industrial decline
They've
sweeping
added
the city. People are being laid off. The
comments.
industrial sector is on the verge of collapse, and worryingly, crime is on the rise.
Thanks,
Crime
Kim.
is on the rise.
Always got to watch out for crime. Not to
I wonder
mention collapsing buildings.
if those
We'll
things
have more
are
after this.
facts or not.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks,
Let's
Jim.
just pour it in there. Let's
We'll
do
be
some
back.
European. I don't remember what I did for these, if these were all European or not from before. So there we go on that. Looks like we had a little bit of a hill there, so it kind of came in a little wonky. Let's look at crime real fast. That's something I haven't looked at in a while. Mentioned that there was high crime in some areas. So crime probability coverage red. So the crime probability is going to be in this section of what I'm gathering, because that's the building color. Okay, I haven't seen any issues with that over there, but I don't know that I would actually. And then police coverage, looks like there's plenty of cars over here, even though there's some orange, if you will. That worries me a little bit less. Looks like there's some crimes happening here, which, to be honest, I almost just want to bulldoze all of this because it's kind of isolated by itself. Yeah, we're just gonna bulldoze all of this. I don't really feel like housing over here really helps. So we'll do this. All of it. It was a great idea. I'm just not ready to put housing or focus on this area. So we'll just close it all for now. I get closer to it. No, keep that for now. Perfect. And then we'll leave that for now. Okay. And then what about here on crime? Crime looks relatively okay. I'm surprised that the police can actually get out there and get out here, being that they're a little remote. So really it's this section here and those buildings over there, the two, I guess, main areas. We wanted to increase coverage. Ooh, Central Intelligence Bureau. We do not have that. That's cool. We could come in. There we go. So it's got its own police department now there. And then this section over here, where are police? I don't see really anything, so it's probably over here getting access to it. So let's put something over here. Where's the question? There's not much room. You don't want to put it like way out here because to get around this is unfortunately kind of painful. Which, now that I'm saying that, you could certainly just move that because really there's a whole bunch of space right here. I could just take you, move you to here. Okay, hold on, let's see. Let's think about this. We could upgrade the hot roads here. Just like so. This. Probably delete that road once we move it. Now this guy should be able to come over here. I wonder if it has to be over water. Is that what has to happen? So if you go to the water thing, you go to wastewater treatment plant. No, it doesn't look like that's the case. Why is it doing? Sorry, it's been a while since I put these down. Oh, that one building in the front is causing me problems. It's causing me grief. So we'd have to do like this and only have a little bit of a road. Which is fine, we can certainly do that. So we could do... You just put it way over here, like way out of the way. Kind of like here. Pause. And then we'll do just a tiny road. Don't need it to be upgraded. Just do that across the front, we're good to go. And then we will put the curve on. Perfect. Now we can connect this road a little bit better. Really just get rid of these guys. We're not really doing much anyway. And then let's get rid of this road. I get rid of that. And then we'll make a direct connection in right there. So we can do, in fact, probably upgrade some of this. So let's go ahead and do a nice big 90-degree. As good as any. And then we can add a little bit new business over here because industry is always in demand. for to get some industry going there. Don't really need it the whole way down. One thing I would like to resolve is this traffic jam that this thing has caused. I don't really know at this point how to do that without moving it. These guys are grain, so they have to stay there. We can't put chickens or something and move them someplace else. Because what's happening is, if you see this truck, sorry if you weren't on yesterday or didn't see yesterday, see how this truck, it's just driving up a cliff. It's not really ideal, but it's working. They're able to get in from there, which doesn't make any sense. But there's a lot of congestion around this area here. Trucks are backed up, and that's the last thing you want when you're trying to get items outside of your terminal. Like, the terminal's not backed up, but you're transporting and returning and all of that, and you've got lots of trucks. They can't get in easily, and that's the problem we're facing right now. So you really want this quote-unquote unencumbered by entrance and exit, and that's kind of what we're facing right now. I don't really have a way of fixing that unless I just bulldoze everything here. Looks like these guys are all trying to get in right here. Guess there's no rear entrance. Only other way to do it would be one-way streets. I could do I could do 2 tracks in here. I don't know what that really gives us. You've got increased capacity for trains. We really only have 1 train going. Storage doesn't seem to be an issue. We're only 50% full. So it's really just traffic getting into it. It's the problem we see right now. I wonder, by having 2 tracks, do you get 2 entrances, or does that help any of that? Something to, I guess, watch. But the back of my head, I'm kind of thinking, how do we solve that? Which we've got 2 other areas feeding into it. So we've got this area here with industry, and then we've got another area over here with industry, and we don't have train going to either of those right now, but it's something we could certainly consider adding. Maybe a train coming out through here. We have subway going out there, underground, but no train. See, do we see train? So that's the underground, that's the subway. So we have train coming right here, and then there's a train port, and then we have industry. We only have pedestrian train inside right there, train station. I didn't do any kind of industrial train, anything for the city, which, now I'm thinking about, it may have been a good thing to do. To add both while I was adding it in. I don't know. Anyway, something to consider. I don't know if it's crucial yet, but it could be eventually. Or we just add it like right outside of town, so the train comes in, exits right here. We could make that train come up here, do a train deal somewhere up here maybe, or even maybe up in this city. Make it go, instead of in the ground here, come up here and make this kind of a hub. We're still getting further away, obviously, from our industry that we've got going over here, which, in fact, let's take a look on these guys. How are we doing? Got our subway here. We got one person waiting.
What kind of future
We have
does
ticket
music
prices
have if it
for
doesn't look to its
Subway.
past?
That's cool.
Well, I say the question speaks for
So
itself.
I used about
Here on
5%
Second
on
Moon,
that
we
one.
know you can't move forward unless you keep both eyes steadily trained on what's behind you.
So, electricity is all migraine. I knew that because they were selling it. Water is actually not overly great. Add in another couple. Water level too low. Oh, it's the beach. Interesting. Never seen that before. So it'd be like more like here, I guess you'd need water level. Or so you could terraform to fix that maybe. You could do like this, and you could come in here like this. And we'd probably have to buy, or we could just do this. Can't push it too far out, but makes it a little bit deeper. And then you do the water. Like there. So there's 3 more. And we just need to put a road. I don't think we need to do pipes, so we'll take the same road we have. I'll really just go behind it like this. Connect it in a little weavily, but it worked. And as soon as that starts powering up, sorry, that was a save that was delaying. They got their employees, which will take a second. We will get the benefit from it. Let's upgrade the road. It's here. Okay, farms having. Oh, interesting. Can't upgrade that one. What about that? This road I couldn't upgrade. Well, we got one dirt road in there. Okay, so what do we look like on water? Yeah, we're still in green. We're actually not where it was, but I thought we were probably in here. So now we've popped up quite a bit. Somewhere in there anyway. Geothermal plant. It's all upgraded. It's at 116% efficiency. We're getting almost 400 megawatts out of that one. 350-ish out of that one. We're at 40. So those are doing well. We could certainly add in more power plants to make more money. They cost about 750 million, and you would just find another place like here to plunk one down, which probably shouldn't be all that big of an issue. Back, let's do it. And then we can upgrade both the increased power output there, and then binary cycle power plants, that allows it to use lower geothermal temperatures to increase the output somewhat. This just gives you extra lines coming out of it, which I don't think really increase anything that I've seen. So ironically, it looks like it placed it right on it for us, so we don't need to attach it to anything. I'm surprised that worked, because that's never worked before. But it looks as if that is the case. Wonder, because that right there is going to be overloaded, so we probably need to do an additional line for that one. So let's do something here. We need to break this connection. I think this one right here is going straight out. So let's break that connection off. Pause. Underground. What I don't want is this power unit here and that power unit using the same one going externally. I like this one to have its own. We won't get the benefit of having power being sold to the outside if we have them on that same line. Alright, so there we go. Now I can hit play. Should see that power line come back out now. That'll just take a second. Yeah, and I got this to here. And then this one. Kind of don't want to go into that one. I want it to. I don't like how they crossed. See what it ends up doing on that one. And if we let that stay connected, let's find out if that gave us. How do we do that? We come up here, we go to power. You can kind of hover over it, so it's 400 megawatts. That's the most you can get through a line. And this one, so it's 151 to 400. So we're okay on that one. So we have a max of 400 we can sell, which is what we're trying to get out of it. So we've got a little bit of demand still for low density peeps, aka residential. We're already getting high rent, which is interesting. Now my problem is I want to build low, what do they call it? I want to build low rent housing. My issue with that is I don't think they'll move into it because the demand isn't enough. What we can do, let's come in here. This is a 6-lane road, so we'll take the 6 lane. We'll come out. Up to 176. Man, it looks like Luton and Arsenal may tie. It's not good for Arsenal, great for Luton. And then we have a 4-lane road. This way, there we go. Probably bring that into here. And then let's just see if they do take the bait on low density. We don't need much of it, we just need a little. So there's one there. There's one there. There's one there. See what happens on that. We can put maybe a little bit of business right here and right here. And the day of Luton tied Arsenal, that's crazy. We're in that last minute of overage right now. Looks like the business came right up. The other thing we can do is go ahead and put in some other housing. So we can do all of this is housing, and then all of to there, here, and all of that can come in. All of that. There's a bunch of housing there now. I don't like the fact that the high rent's already hitting here. That's terrible. It's like we're still needing workers. Oh, I goofed on that. Pause. I think I stuck a different type of building there. So he needs workers, and the last thing I want to do is have high rent where other people can't live and then actually work in town. Are you kidding me? Arsenal just scored. Are you kidding me? 96 minute 30 second they score to win the game. I think they literally won that game. How heartbreaking. Oh, Luton were close, man. They really were. Stands, man. Luton are just stunned. I don't know how to get these guys more workers at this point. Because it's the, I'm pretty sure, yeah, fully educated. Let's see if we can build more housing in here. Let's just get all of this built up. Now we can bulldoze it later. So we'll come in and do this section in here, section in here. Got a bunch now outside. Probably fill this section out. And then we even have some over here we never filled in too. We do a little bit of business out here. And do a little bit more, so I do that one. Put business here and here. We got all of this we can put in housing too. Okay. And then maybe a little bit more corner shops or whatever we want to call those there. And then
You're listening to
there.
Second Moon, the station for the cultural sophisticate who doesn't fear extending their ears to the more challenging sphere of the classical genre. Let us move now from the musical page to the literary.
Cool.
Here we have some perfectly anguishing correspondence from a listener. My dear Professor Hornbuckle, whereas I make no apology for my erudite,
So
modesty
letting them
demands
all build
that
in.
I prevaricate
I don't
against the title. I am but a humble
think this was our
editor
area
of
with
form,
low density.
and all my expertise derives merely from a
Not
life
low
devoted
density,
to
but
the
the
gentle arts.
low
Though
rent,
I do
I
thank
should
you
say.
for the honor.
Not actually note that
But
with
I digest. To continue.
some sort of
Professor Hornbuckle, as a
gem,
traveler
maybe?
from my homeland, I long to hear a tune that speaks to the
The
anguish
basketball court
of
might
my
be too big.
road-weary soul.
No, actually it would fit, so we can see that
There
there.
now, my good fellow, chin up,
Cool.
as it were. No need to
I
wallow
don't think
in
that'll really
sentiment.
entice that to
Leave
build
that
yet.
to
We're
those
still
poet chaps, eh? Here's a tune
no
just for
desire
you,
at this
and I
point
do
for whatever
hope it
reason to
provides
build in
your
the higher
aching
density
spirit
areas.
some modest
Wondering
desolation.
how we get that to be desirable. Maybe we build in a little area here with a shopping area. Because most of our stuff's downtown. We don't have a whole lot of business in this area, so people getting work is probably part of our problem now that I'm thinking about it. So why don't we look at doing some more business? this out. I'm gonna put some more business in here. And then it looks like all the trees should be coming in. Let's just make sure that's trees and not bushes. Let's do this. Spruce, stay Bruce. And all of this. I'm surprised it's taking that long for these to grow. No, it's not spruce either. It's totally something different. Glad I caught that. So there's a way to make it way more, I don't know what the word would be. Oh, brush string. Yeah, get up there. Build some trees. Gosh dang it. Build them all in together. Then we get in there and do, I guess, Adler. I'm not really sure what this one is. It's a European tree, so I would have no clue. Doing pretty good. Alright, so my hope would be we get a little bit of like a forestry look kind of in this middle part, and then these other buildings that are in here next to the highway will probably end up taking them out, putting a little bit bigger buildings, a little high density if you will, but for now it's what we have. So then let's do what I don't want to do. So the only ones that are missing employment look like to be the office spaces. The downside is the buildings will also need low density individual or people to work. And I don't want to make sure they don't take away from those is the other fear that I have. But we gotta have places for people to work, otherwise we're gonna have this low rent or high rent deal keep cropping out. So let's keep adding in a little mix of things for people to do. To make a So let's maybe add in a little bit of business here. And then looks like you can get on the highway there. I'm kind of curious how we would make this road come through. The highway could be what comes through. Definitely can make that other street come down here. Right through the back. This. Actually, no, it's one section further than that. 80. And this one, it would be like almost there. That's pretty close, man. Oh, it's elevated, is why it's doing that. So we'll go to there. Looks like that lined up darn near perfect. Just slope now. There we go. And now I can put in some more houses. Just pour them in there on these. Perfect. Actually, I don't know. What I don't want is these guys to complain about that highway. But I do want houses, so I really don't know that I care at this point, so let's just have build. So that's perfect for now. Cool. And we are getting population to increase. We're at 201,000 now. We're actually right at 200 to 199. Before we were ticking down negative per hour, which was really starting to scare me. So people are coming back. Looks like there's no business desire now, so it's only in industry and office demand at this point. So, let's see. Taxes are high. Love those two. Let's go look at those. So, services taxation. So it's saying industrial taxes are high. Let's take. What about commercial? I don't think I saw. Hotel demand is down. So we probably need to actually add in. Maybe we do that. Some of our more attractive buildings don't have the observation tower added in. We could throw that in down here. We'll put it in that section. Not quite. Which means it definitely won't go in here. Nope. So the only places it would fit would be like out here. Or maybe even if we could bulldoze this road here and then put them in that kind of section. So we could do like right here. Let's pause. I'm gonna do that. So we're gonna delete you and you. And then I'll bulldoze all of this. And then we're gonna un-territory this whole section. So nothing builds. There. Okay. Now let's put our tower in. So we do this, we come here, and we put it up against. Oh, it doesn't fit that curve. Okay, so we need to turn it and have a road facing more the road face. Looks like that flat side. So let me put it down with that being the case. Put some trees around it maybe. So what we can do, maybe just make a road right behind here. Let's do a 4-lane road right behind these guys. Like doesn't look like it's straight. It's funny the amount of degrees that they're saying is straight, and then I can clearly see is not. That one. Budged up. Okay. And then might make this a roundabout, but that's too many, probably too many things at once. So then come back in here, go here, and then put it dead center. Bam. Alright, we got our observation tower. Idea would be to get people to come see our city. So then let's do, just as I was stating, we'll put in do a much bigger circle. We'll delete maybe a little bit of that. And that, pause. And then we can take this Oh, come on, really? Why did it squish the road? It's not terrible. I don't know how this road's gonna fit into that though. Yeah, it's gonna be ugly. Maybe we don't connect it here. Maybe we just don't connect that there. We got a connection over here anyway. And then maybe we don't connect it here. And we do kind of the same thing. We do road, this guy. Oh, we got an issue now with the subway. I don't know that can move much.
You're
Can.
listening to Second Moon. The
It's
station
tied
for
in a
the
bunch with
cultural
other
sophisticate who
things.
doesn't fear
So I
extending
could
their
maybe
ears to the
take this that
more
way.
challenging
That's going to be
sphere of
not
the
going
classical
anywhere
genre.
though.
Let us move now from the musical page to the literary. Here we have some perfectly angry.
That's a really big used area. I
My
feel like that's
dear
going to be a problem
Professor
eventually.
Hornbuckle, whereas I make no apology for my erudite, modesty
Well, let's
demands
wait
that
till it's
I
probably
prevaricate
this point,
against the
'cause
title.
maybe
I am
it will
a
not be.
humble devotee of the form, and all my expertise derives merely from a life devoted to the gentle arts. Though I do thank you for the honor.
That.
But I digest. To continue. Professor Hornbuckle.
What about? Oh, that might work
As a
too.
traveler from my homeland, I long to hear a tune that speaks to the anguish of my road-weary soul.
There.
There now, my good fellow, chin up, as it were. No need to wallow in sediment. Leave that to those poet chaps. Eh?
And
Here's a tune just for you, and I do hope it provides your aching spirit some
I think we're good on that one to play.
A housing
So I got a
shortage
little
is
bit of a
driving up
roundabout
prices
in
the
that one,
area.
not a
That's
big
right,
one, but at
Glenda.
least
But
something, and it's not
apparently
3
that's
stops
not
all at
all
once.
Good news. We're joined today by an expert guest, Professor Nutbutter.
Welcome, Professor.
Oh, Professor
So a housing
Nutbutter.
shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological reward structures, which are entirely apart from the actual rewards enjoyed. For example,
We got
consider
that one
capital.
here.
One final question, Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps yes, in the short term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its effect on the
This
human
guy.
psyche.
Thank you, Professor.
Nut
It is a
butter.
question of priorities.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that
Well, I
floats our
think we'll
boat.
let
There's no
that
sinking this
run.
boat, Glenda.
That's back again. We'll wait. I'll fix it once it builds, I guess. See, this over here is going to be an issue. We need to put in a rail. Why don't we work on that next? So I'm going to save right here, take a quick break, and I will be right back, and then we'll look at rail. All right. Where were we? We've got industry that is not industrying it up. So before we get too crazy with ideas here, this highway is gonna be a problemo because the distance in here is really short. So depending on where we put that rail, which is right where the highway is, probably where I want to put it, what would be our problem? The other thing we could do, as I'm looking at this now, is maybe we do maybe a nice big road behind here that tees up, and we put it kind of in this section. Like we could probably just reuse this road here as part of that T on this other side. I don't hate that. What I'm trying to do is eliminate too many intersections. So if we did, this would be in the way. We could probably move that though. It's not necessarily needed here. We can do is move it over here, or how we can move it even over here out of the way. Couldn't care less than that. So we come back and reconnect our electricity. That was expensive. That was $3 grand to do that. It's crazy. Okay, and then now let's make this road nicer. Oh, I get it. And then we will make this road nicer too. So we're going to. Don't know if a 6-lane road is needed. Should always upgrade the road. Let's do that. Let's upgrade the road if we need to. Oop, zoomed in. So then now, don't need you so far out. I'm gonna take. Tease into there, and then looks like we've got some cables. Why do we have cables? Probably because we didn't connect in all that stuff. I want to delete that out. Ooh, we want to delete. We want to delete underground. I think we drugged that out here because we didn't have anything else out here at that point, which makes sense. This needs to be there, so you have nothing connecting to it. That road probably wasn't there originally, so it connected here. But now we're getting in all of it to the other road, but it's fine for now. It's not going to weigh anything. Alright, and then we need to put in our dirt road to connect to here. And unfortunately, that thing wants to do the city thing with people crossing and walking and lights and no sirs. Okay, and then now what we would do is find the rail. So we come in here, we've got cargo, and then we would find wherever in this kind of frame we would put it. And this is the part I don't know until we get the rail here. Put it pretty far back. Just trying to think, like, give us space for whatever we want to do. So something like that. And I'm just going to upgrade this sucker to accommodate whatever we will accommodate in the future. So there's that. And then what I would like to do now is two sides. As I understand now that I can actually take in trucks on both sides, and that was not understood before.
This is Second Moon Radio, classical for the modern age. Unlike most modern music, classical has always been penned by someone sitting in front of a sheet of blank paper, using only their imaginations as guides through a silent audial masterpiece. Now, here we sit, listening at full volume, and our souls are
So now I gotta
transported.
figure out what we're gonna do.
But
Tempted to
let us
raise
not
the
tarry.
highway,
On to the next
lower the
episode.
rail.
This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim.
I don't know. That's what I'm tempted to do anyway. So let's see what lowering rail would look like. So if we've got rail that comes in, it's just direct, right? That's direct. So there's the rail. And then now we come in, we go down 10. Overlapping. Yeah, we're gonna run it out a lot. You know, hindsight, we could have just taken that rail, faced it the other flipping direction. Because in my mind, I was thinking we'd come over here, so we'd do a rail out this way, go back that direction, and the same here. But if we turn this around, we don't have to have rail over here and it won't affect the highway. And the same thing here, we just turn it facing that direction. Well, see, shit. And actually that's nice too, because this road would be behind it and not front of it. So then let's delete overground, we'll delete you, delete these connections here. Cool. It's easy to fix, really. It's just move it, and we move it like that. Okay. And that gives us kind of this whole swath of area to build into. Alright, so then now we are underground highway or rail right in this vicinity. Question is really how deep we are in that. Let's find out. So we go here. We are above ground. So we're going to do a little bit here. Into there. Into there. Okay. I'll probably have to delete this for a moment. And then, alright, so now we take you, we go to -10. -10 may not be enough, but let's find out. See how it's not breaking the surface? So it's going to be 10 down, but we're still at the surface. So I want to get underneath that. And I think over here is probably -10. Trying to think. that's going to do as far as long-term stuff. So let's just go straight -20. See what that does. So we go up, down, down, -20. And we run into that. Oh, hello. And hello, and hello. So we're underground. How we doing? You were just testing is what you were doing? Test, test, 1, 2. If we come here with the power, we're playing. Okay, so we're here, we come. -10. Why would have 20 have bothered with that? So this is -20. I think we should be okay with that. No, why is 0 again? -20. Yeah, that shouldn't have been an issue, which, oh, come on. Right there's fine, okay. Fine, Clayton. Listen to you. Name's not Clayton. That's the pupper's name. Clayton, listen to you. Sounds like a very Western, a burly guy with like a dastardly looking angled mustache kind of guy's name. Well, whatever that curve was not very curvy. Back to here. Oh, I know. I'm trying to get it to connect with you. Are you down at 30? I can't tell what level you are, sir. How do I tell? Is there a way to really tell? So it's 30, it's gotta be. Alright, so let's back out. We'll delete a little bit of this rail. Perfect. And then we come in on this. Jinko jeans. You know, I don't even know if I know what Jinko jeans are. I feel like I missed those. Jinko jeans. I'll take your word for that. Did you know a Clayton in your time with the hipsters at school? I don't know that I ever knew a Clayton. Nor did I know anyone that wore Jinko jeans. Oh, come on. That second turn didn't work. No, it didn't work. Oh, it's road. I almost did my road snafu, putting a road at the end of a rail. -30. Cool. Okay. So the idea here is if you're coming up here, you can go either way. And if they're coming from here, they can get in. If they're coming from here, they get it. So if we keep updating our plan of which trains come here, we have 2 options. Which also brings in the question of, we've got this train coming through here. Do we want to maybe put in another rail system, cargo system just outside town? It's not far from here, but it might be something to think about. We even have rail going through town over here, so we could actually pull it off and then come back in over here as well for cargo, because even the city uses this stuff. Jinko Jean, let me look that up quick. I gotta figure out what a Jinko Jean is now. Sparks my interest. The heck are Jinko jeans? Oh, interesting. Clayton wears like skateboarding jeans. The big flare dill at the bottom. Jinko jeans, interesting. He's a skater. Is that what you're saying? This is a fictitious person, by the way, for anyone that listens to this after the fact. Technically, it's a dog. So then the other place we need to consider a rail is here. we actually have that guy here, so we could really redirect the traffic to come over here if we design this well enough. Yeah, actually, that's not a terrible idea, because maybe we were in a pigeonhole here anyway. So we could follow this through. We could have this guy come off, have the whole rail system right here, literally. Kind of same idea. In fact, we could do a second road here. Yeah, I just hate putting intersections as the thing, so I'm wondering if we do a second road to get in or not. What I'm wondering is the back up to get into here on each side backs up the lane, so I'm wondering if this highway here being a thoroughfare, if we should do another road parallel and then another road pair and put it between those two, or if I'm overthinking it. I think I'm overthinking it, but I'm going to do it anyway. So we're going to do a road like this. And we're going to do this guy, cargo terminal. He's facing into town. And we'll put him up just a little bit. And then we're going to upgrade that bad boy all the way. So we'll give him a second track. We'll do the expansion like that. And then we'll take the road, put it all the way around it. So it comes up to here. And what's nice about this is we can just delete this road eventually, and then put another expansion if we need more, and then do it all over again. We got a little bit of an elevation problem here. Let's see if that becomes an issue when we put the road down. It does, so we're doing the elevation trick again. I think this is the way they get in, so let's flatten a little bit of this to solve that problem. This side get it? Okay. That looks believable. You can enter and exit there. Enter and exit there. All of that looks good. So this side I just want to flatten slightly. Come to think of it, we probably should check that other one too. So we flatten like this. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and bulldoze this road out here and then flat kind of all around the back. Part of me at the beginning was like, yeah, don't flatten the road, man. It feels like you're cheating. Then I kind of come to find out, when you see a build site in real life, what do they do first? What do they do
You're
first?
listening to Second Moon Radio
Flatten
with
that
J.
sucker
Thomas
out.
Hornbuckle, and we're pervading some of the finest classical music on the air. Keep that dial.
So don't
right
feel
here.
guilty. All right. So there'll be a little bit of a hill. Actually, we can still flatten that to there. Okay. And then this part here still looks a little bit wonky. If you're watching, by the way, say hello in chat. Let me know if you're playing Skylines yourself, how you're liking it. Facing any issues yourself? Be curious what your thoughts are on the game. Is there something that you're maybe debating? You're like, so that should be level now, and it's still not perfect. I think that's just because where I built this is still on a slope. Let's see if this one became better though. That still didn't work. Gosh, dang it. That didn't work at all. Why didn't that flatten out? Let me try just a little bit more here. I mean, that whole outside piece is why. That's somewhat better. Because I think they come in right here. See how it says slow down, they go across? I mean, I just want that to be believable. And here's what I guess I'm kind of showing is on this one here. In fact, I got a car doing it right now. See how they enter and exit? It works. They can do it. It's not real. It looks bizarre, to say the least. And then while that looks bizarre, they pile up trying to get in on this side, and then they pile up trying to get on this side. So why I'm creating two roads over here, we come back. So I don't want this road to be backed up forever for these guys to drop off cargo. I want the cargo to have its own kind of highway, I don't know, road essentially that they can get them on. And I'm going to probably do one of two things: make a roundabout here, and then the connection come in over here. The other way I could do it would be coming in here. I just don't like multiple intersections is my problem, so I don't... Either way I go, I got an intersection here to fight with too. And there. I don't know. It's not the greatest, but it was what I was thinking. Okay, so to finish this off, got the back, so they can come around that way if they want. And then I feel like we can do the entrance like right here. The problem is they come in directly, so I'd like them to queue up to get in, rather than have all of the entrance and all of that and then back up on this road. So that's kind of why this is all here. So my gut says let's try this. And then let's upgrade this road. We'll upgrade it a little bit more. Maybe up to probably there's fine. And then I don't really want stoplights, to be honest. I don't know how bad that's going to be, but let's take them all out. This probably won't get busy anytime soon. In fact, this guy's just stopped at a stoplight for no reason right now. Case in point, you're in the middle of nowhere, should not be stopping. All right, and last but not least, let's connect to a rail. And then we need to make a routes. So rail, above ground still. Okay, and then what we could do is still go underground right here. I don't remember how deep. That could be 30, it could be 20, but let's try going underground again on this. So we go down 20, and I should be able to be underground about there. Looks like I'm not going to be in any problems so far. So can I... What am I hitting now? Overlapping. Is it actually overlapping? Okay, it looks like the power is 20 deep. So let's raise the power slightly. Might have to raise it back here. let's do this. Come out here. And then we go there. Okay, so we know that's 10 now. My hesitation now is that's still in my line sight. I'm trying to go that way, but let's see if that did it or not. We might have to do that one more time. So now we're at -20. That worked. So now we go there. And then if we wanted to come in this direction, we simply turn into that one. And then I could go that way if we wanted, depending on how we have our routes set up. Okay. Perfect. Now I will say the one thing we've got as an issue is rail themselves. I don't know how. Okay, this is an actual real question. I don't know how it's determined that we get rail cars. Because you've got cargo, right? You've got 4 trains is what it shows me. Oh, yep, trains. And then public transportation is showing 8 trains. Well, what determines how many trains I get? Is it the train station? Assigned vehicles 3? Is it this rail yard? Because I've got 1 yard already. It just says it's used for storing, sorting, and maintaining of trains, but it doesn't say. Let's go look at those real quick. They're all over here. So I've got the rail yard. Maybe that's the key, because see, it's got 15 total. I wonder if we build another rail yard. I could technically build it. What are you, taxi depot? I could technically build it here. Just don't think I have enough room for that. Move the taxi depot to the other side. That wouldn't really matter. Let's do that already. And let's move you over here. Someplace. If I simply extended this road straight to there, let's say, and then we did, boy, please, did this, doesn't fit obviously, because of the, oh, interesting. Yeah, it doesn't fit. I thought those were all expansions, but no, that's not. Okay, well that doesn't work. We've got to have our own spot for it. So it'd probably be a whole new area from what I can tell. That, or I could come in here and try doing it. Might be a hot mess. Would be this direction. Like that. It'd be very hard to fit that in. Now I can move that back street a little bit. Is there any reason to have this here though? Because I don't see one really. You could put that thing anywhere. In fact, we have plenty of room way out here with our new system. So there's not really a reason to have it over there. I still don't know the answer to the question of, is this how we get new cars? So let's do this. Let's save. When in doubt, save cheat, I guess. So save on 91. Yes. And then the question at hand, in case you just joined, is we've got rail. We've got public transportation. It says 2 lines total. That's not really correct. We have 2 public transportation. We have 1 cargo. The question I'm asking is how many total trains do I have, which I'm showing 4 here, 8 here. Is that given to me by the rail yard? And I think it is. So I want to add a rail yard. I'm just now noticing that it has to come in and out of those sides. So I might need a little bit more space on that back end to curve back around.
You're back with Second Moon Radio, your second musical home from home. So settle back in your chair, pour yourself a glass, and prepare for
over
another
here.
hour of musical delight. Tonight we are doing a musical tour.
I'm trying to fit it in where it makes sense, because these things get really big with the turns.
Que bon, as they say. And an aria
The
inspired
other
by
area
the
that would make sense would be like over here,
be our guide.
which again doesn't matter. This could be anywhere. In fact, we could do it way up here. There's plenty of room that's not being used, so that makes a lot of sense actually. It's just all underground. It's unused area. Let's just do that. Got plenty of room to grow. So we need a random road over here eventually. Well, we need a random road over here, so let's do that. Let's expand this road here all the way down. So there's a 2-lane. And why I'm not putting it here is I like to put industrial up here. Is why. So then we'll go here, here. So like there maybe, really doesn't matter. And then we'll go across this at 180, like that. And then there. And we'll go ahead and connect another road. You going over the ground there. So the trucks can get in all around this thing is the point. And then now up here, we can, it's pretty close in there, so probably do it someplace back here. We go to the rail, we do rail yard, we'll put it in somewhere like area in the back too though. We are pigeonholed between this whole thing here, but let's see if we can make it work right there. So we've got really just red 0, really just there. It's where is it going at today? There. Need the curve, that's probably why it's doing it. Slope is too steep. Are you kidding me? Hey, whatever. Well, still doing the slope is too steep. Can I just do Really? Maybe I need to have it in curves, and that's my problem. Let's find out. So we come back to here, rail. Okay, so we're trying to get you to there, perfect. Trying to get you to there, perfect. So I just like the curves better. That's the point. Okay, and then now we need to loop it back around. And we got this hill here, so let's fix that. Flatten all of this. Oh man, the entrance is gonna be... I don't really think this is a trucking entrance anyway, so this may not be a problem. Trying to get the train out of here would be technically harder. We are going to go underground pretty quickly, so may not be a problem for long. Okay, so then we loop back around, and then going forward here, we're going underground. So let's do a little bit more. Now once I know it's right, I'll come there and clean it up. Go here. Take that. Okay, and then now we would come in someplace. We got a lot more track coming in, so we'll probably do one here coming in. Oh my gosh, 90, I guess? That doesn't look like 90. And then we got one here. And we come in that one. That one. So I thought, so then, oh, did that wrong. Too tight. So let's delete you. We come in like that. Go forward. And then we just take the rest of them. Do the same. Okay. And then I kind of want that going more that way. Yeah, it's about the same. And then you. Oh. Alright, so let's push this wall out slightly and then we'll start going underground. So we need all three of these to join into one lane. Is the hope. So you need to merge with that one. Unfortunately, it does not like that. I'm still gonna have to go out further. Probably could have gone underground right here, actually. What if we try that? What if we go underground? This and this need to connect. What if we take it and come into here? Let's do this. We come here. Yeah. And you're already done with. No? Okay. And then I come in, we go there, and now we go down to 10. Into too tight a curve, doesn't like it. That actually worked out pretty well. So we come up, turn, we're gonna go down 10. And we're gonna do the same thing and I'll connect them right there, bam. So there's our out. Sloppy, but works. All right, and then here's the road we connect into, and I think we're at 20 down on that one. So we start here, we go down to 20. There's from that direction. May not be able to get it from the other way. It's only interesting. We'd have to do like a round away or something. Oh, I think we got that. I think that was the key right there. What did you do, sir? Oh, we're at 30. That one's at 20. So close, yet so far away. Move with me. So that's 30. What is going on here? They should be at the same angle. So let's go down. I don't think it's gonna work. I had high hopes, man. No, it's too tight there. Let's try it one more time. We'll come in here. I don't know if that will work, but it looks like it might. I mean, it looks like it might. I don't know. Let's see, I guess. Okay, so then that should give us 10 trains. And then if we upgrade capacity, we do that. That gives us 15. And then we do that to make it faster, and then we have 2 more lines we need to integrate now. We are overground, so we just take you, come in like so. We take you, we come in like so. So my hope would be, now we have way more lines than we've ever had. And then we can pretty up the facade, if you will. If we come back in here like this, smooth our scenery out a little bit. It's kind of cool. See if we built in a little bitty stone guy just back here. Always move them. A lot of times next to
You're
rail,
listening to Second Moon, the
you see these like
epitome
stone
of classical listening at home,
areas
or
where they're
wherever you roam.
gathering. We could even do another one out this way. Stone yard, if you will. Cool. So then we hit play, we come back, we do cargo. So now we've got cargo, and we've got 2 new spots. We've got that one and that one. The other thing we could do is actually attach it to a new section over here, which we don't have done right now. We only have one out, and that was at our Hartford place. So we could take a rail coming from this under deal here, going into town and coming out that direction. Where would we do that? Let's see. Maybe we continue this piece off that way. Go down even deeper on that one. Let's see if that's possible. We come in off here. Actually, hold on. go? I think we're negative 30. Right? Yeah, we're negative 30. And then on this one, we go down to negative 40. And we just take it all the way through. And then, like everything else, it would connect right there. That would be the end of it. And then it's connected into Dudley. So that's where that one goes. And so now what we could do is do a single cargo railway that starts here. So let's have it start here. And we're going to change the color to, actually, let's look at our colors for that real quick. We go into here, we go into cargo. We only have orange. So let's do, do yellow. So we'll come back in here. We'll do a cargo. We'll do, I think I'm like working colors, which is why I chose the orange before. All right, so this is a stop, and then it's gonna come over here. It's gonna go down here, and this is a stop. Take it, come on. Almost, we're taking it. Why is it not letting me take it? Take that one? Okay, let's go back over here and see what we did wrong. Where? The front end over. So it took it here, and it should be able to come down this, alright? And it can come through here, any waypoint. There we go. You gotta just hold it and let it find it first? I don't know. There we go. Come on. Okay, so it found it. And then we want that to come all the way up to here. You give it a second. Perfect. And then it found it. Okay, nice. And then now it comes back. Comes to here. I'm waiting to see if it gets it. And then kind of want it to come back here. And I kind of want it to come back over here to wrap up. Come on, complete. I should be able to click it and it complete. It's not doing it. Complete. I can't tell if that's done. Looks like it's only going out. There we go. There it goes. I just had to hold over it, I guess. Okay, so we got that one done. Now what we don't have done is this one here only has that one route, and it's not getting stockpiled, but we could eventually take this one out. So my curiosity would be how busy this guy is with everything it's doing. And then my next question would be, how busy is this guy that's over here? Has he been getting hammered? Ah, he looks okay. Because we could do another train stall on him. And then now that I think about it, I haven't looked at you in a while. Services and shops. So it looks like it's looking for employees. Still. That could be since I upgraded it though. It's running at 87% efficiency because it doesn't have employees. It's got passengers waiting. Hopefully the shops will make it more advantageous to ride. Parking could be interesting. Put that down to 15. I don't think that makes a difference. And yeah. Got a couple of... Let's do overground on that. Okay, we do have some industry demand. So let's go look at our section over here maybe. Oh, we need to connect in our road too somehow. So we can do one of two things. We can go under it, over it, or make this come above, which I think that kind of logically seems the way to do it. So we would do a little bit of bridge right here. So let's pause. And then just in that section, we'll take the highway into 2 lanes. Parallel, we'll go up 10. As quickly as possible. We'll go like to there. Come back down. Right there. Hopefully that gave us just enough room to sneak through. Looks like good. And looks like we're good. There. Okay. And then now we got to figure out how we want to run this line here. If we did really just have a line like this, right on the back of the line that's there, essentially, so that we can fill in that whole area perfectly. Take this off. Like that. So hopefully all of this right in here filled in correctly. And there. And do kind of a little bit back this way. And we don't need... Either we do this all the way through, which is fine. It's unfortunate it goes right between 2 buildings. So we're going to be bulldozing 2 buildings to get that. But I think that's probably crucial. This might be a roundabout though. Let's do it. I think makes the most sense. Just to bring this all the way through. And we could have 2 roundabouts for all I care about. But let's see what the traffic looks like over time. And then we can come this direction with it some more. And build a little bit more on that inside area. There. Not come out just a little bit further. And we'll T-bone in from here, the edge. Perfect. Cool. So we can fill in. What's not great is the fact that there are places that can't fill up. So while there is demand, it is very finicky. What we can do, and it's looking like areas that are good for it and areas that are bad. You can't put any more on that street, I guess is why it's saying it's bad, but I can do it all on here. And the other thing we can do is make it a little more fancy. You can come in and do a couple of these stone deals in here. I think we can fit one in. They're a little hard to fit in on that, actually. So we could do maybe a stone area here. Because but stone is heavily used by industrial stuff. So like, nope, there to there. So now I got a little bit of stone going there. We can actually push this whole thing up against the highway and make it look a little bit nicer. What I've seen is people work that into like the cracks of like an area to make it kind of look a little bit nicer. But apparently I'm not that good. Let's go back. We will throw in. We're not going to put it off this main road, so I would not build there. I could build here and here. Oh, there's something here. Oh, our subway's right there, so we're definitely not building there. Yeah, we got a fancy, more elevated industry area. We've got subways. What? Okay. And then I technically could build that, maybe. I don't think these 2 block ones really help. I'm definitely not building there. I could certainly build here. And maybe along this. I don't know. Not really gung-ho about that. Let's just make sure we can fill it in. We don't have any housing in this area, which is another issue. We have housing here, and there's a subway that does make a loop around. No, the subway comes over here, so they could catch. In fact, let's look at it real quick. There we go, subway. You can see it's very faint. It comes here, goes through, loops back around, so it does grab these houses and then comes back, so you could catch the subway to and from here to here. Was my idea, so we could maybe expand that to here eventually. We don't have any subway in our major town is the other thing, and I'm wondering if that's something we start looking at. It's going to get very expensive very quick. I don't have any trams. I haven't locked it, but I don't have any trams right now. What other cool things can we add? Water park. That'd be kind of neat. Let's just look and see what that would look like over here. I'm just gonna play the botanical garden card right here. What was my thoughts? My only hesitation in that is, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's a, yeah, let's just do it. Bam, it's going down. And then we had the other one, the water park. It's not very big, too. It's really neat. Put the water park somewhere here. Be neat. We could excavate a little bit of area and put it down. Or we could do it maybe over here somewhere. I like that. Kind of separate out the fun things. Could do it here. Oh, we could do it over here. Let's look at this one here. What does that look like? So we put the water part here. The road is on which side? Inside? That would be kind of about right. That Chester Street Road is kind of back that way slightly. And we could put, I don't know if you'd want trees around it is the thing. We could actually take the water in a little bit. So let's do this. We'll take, I'm trying to eliminate the intersections as best as possible. So if we took this on a 180, we come there, right? They really don't like that. Or we could even go a little further, make a little bridge there. And then now we come back and we put in a park, water park, say here. I feel like a water park would either have a walkway runway or we could flatten this out a little bit, put it more right up against there, and then bring in the beach, kind of like, oh, I just ruined that. It's very elevated there. Just kind of like this. That size go down. We can kind of come in like you. Don't have to be exact. Put a little cove in here somewhere. It's kind of cool. Again, we need rocks, damn it. We need like little rock decorations and whatnot. And then we can come in and do maybe a little walkway comes here, comes back, we can curve it. We're saving, it's not. There we go. I have a way to get out of there, but we can do kind of a loop back like that. And then we put in some trees, shrubs, and all that. We do some chestnut trees. I don't think I put a single chestnut tree down this whole time. No idea. Let's see what a chestnut tree ends up looking like. And then let's put a couple in here. Actually, it would be kind of cool. What if we took out all the rest of the trees? That's the chestnut, these aren't. And we'll call this like Chestnut Cove or something. So these guys, there's trees in the water. How does that work? That's crazy. Never seen that before. Unless I did that when I was throwing out. Oh, I bulldozed all of this area. I guess the trees ended up going in the water. That's fine. That's really what happened. That's very well the case. This is an area that I just bulldozed. We can hit. It's played. Okay, let's make sure I was. We'll get you. So then now I go back to chestnuts, tree, chestnuts. Like what's there now? I throw a whole bunch of those bad boys. And I wish that would have worked out better. Let's do this a little bit better now. along here. Random spots. Cool. I don't think I can do too much there. Could outline maybe this house area and then maybe come back this way with it. All right. Never done it here before. Do this new thing here. Kind of like a speed bump or a wall, one of those highway walls, so if some kids barreling down, you can't just go straight in. I don't know. Get one more on this corner here and be done. One there. Not cool. I don't really see, there's no flowers in this really. Flower bush, I mean, I don't really know if that's flowers, but whatever. Put a few of those in here, I guess. There. Okay. And what we really need for this guy, now that I'm looking at it, is a parking lot. So let's figure that out. So we go to parking. We do a medium parking lot. We have room for that. Right across the street. And there we go. I can cross the street right there and get into the water park. Fun. And then what about this guy? Probably could put another parking lot here too. Only this is a pedestrian area, and that actually would make more sense. We need to bulldoze this. So
What kind of future does music have if it doesn't look to its past? Well, I say the question speaks for itself. Here on Second Moon, we know you can't move forward unless you keep both eyes steadily trained on what's behind you.
Can't imagine.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me.
I don't think I can do two of those together.
Good for the community.
So if we have to build another one of these, it'll have to be bigger. Essentially, so we'll know if this is being used. So the idea would be parking lot to get to the park and then walk here.
About the increased likelihood that you'll die.
Guess and see what
That's
it's
not
mine.
exactly
See if it
what
works.
an increased death rate measures.
Either way, if everybody is dying, that gives me the creeps.
That's a wild overstatement. Are
There
you
you go.
trying to make people panic?
Did you say panic? She said panic. The death rate is skyrocketing. We've got to get out of here.
You go, I'll stay and clear up the mess. We'll be back
Traffic is
after
apparently
this.
bad here. Really? Traffic's already bad in the city. I just built it. Right, red is right here. Interesting. Let's see what that looks like. I don't even see any cars there. I mean, it just makes an average the traffic is bad there. It'd be great if you could say, do not park on the side of the road here. I don't think I have that ability though. No parking would be great. Or wider than normal sidewalk. That would do it. But it doesn't really help. Yeah, it did. I don't think that helps with cars. Okay, so then parking. If they were parking on the side of the street, that means we have desire for a parking lot. So we could do parking lot. We have more houses. Damn, we have more houses. So you are high noise pollution. I think all of them are going to be the same as the noise pollution. There's not much. You don't do any noise pollution, do you? Yeah, not here low. So I'm going to pause it and get rid of these, and at the same time unselect them to build, so they will not repopulate. And I started doing essentially the same thing down here. The residents down here becoming less and less happy. Small homes, high noise pollution. So what we might end up doing is, as these buildings become vacant and these spots become vacant, is make more office space, or make more business space down here, and the residents can then live kind of more on the outskirts. It's kind of my thinking. This whole section here too bright green. Yeah, we should probably do that too. So we can do that, and do that. A lot here. I think our city seems to be going the wrong direction. I'm not making any new builds here, so I'm wondering if part of it is they're not seeing anything new, so they're not being, I don't know what the wording would be, attracted to the area. I don't know. So we're gonna bulldoze you. Do the same thing. What else? Well, I think I'm gonna end the stream for tonight there. And yeah, we'll see how tomorrow goes. Not sure I'll be on tomorrow, but I might. See, this one doesn't have anything wrong with it. It's just people aren't living there. They moved out. Let me do this space as well. And then we'll see. So we're getting new people moving in quickly too. But yeah, let's save right there. And we'll start this back up the next time. Thank you for watching. Sarah, I appreciate you saying hello. Looks like we missed a few today. Timing and things happen. I get that totally. Hopefully I'll catch you guys next time. Appreciate it. Talk to you later.